Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly reading for March 2025. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it. Gemini, I want to welcome you to one of the most bonkers, game-changing, new era-making months of 2025. In fact, this is when 2025 officially starts, as I said in your 2025 forecast. This is it, okay? Even the astrological calendar starts, in March with the equinox. But this month is so big, it's taken me 4 times as long to put March together for you. There's so much happening. So, what we're going to do, we're going to break down the big things, okay? Because it is eclipse season, so we have 2 eclipses. Venus will be retrograde in Aries. Mercury is going retrograde in Aries. That's your ruling planet, and that's going to be overlapping the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, where the sun is exalted because we're moving into Aries season with Chiron in Aries, and we have a 2-week long 4 to 7 planet conjunction on top of the sun, not only conjuncting Saturn, but also Venus and Mercury and Neptune. Yeah, all in March. On top of the fact there are no oppositions, there's only one square, and it's a good one, meaning there are no challenging aspects, no oppositions, pretty much no square. And if you saw your annual forecast, you know that the 4 outer planets are changing signs this year in this compressed, compact period of time. And the first of those planets, Neptune, will be moving into Aries, which hasn't happened since 1861. So nobody living on this planet has experienced Neptune in Aries. And speaking of Neptune, he's going out with a bang. He's going out with a bang. He's going to have 4 conjunctions, all at 29 degrees before moving into Aries. So you want to change? You've got it. You've got it. This is it. Here we go. Here we go. And please, Gemini, do not forget. Don't forget. What a teaser. What a moment to take that break. Don't forget, before March even begins, we had that new moon in Pisces, and February 27th, the end of February, one of the best new moons of the year in your 10th house of career. And therefore, you're going to feel that new moon, the impact of the new moon for the first 2 weeks, while we have like a 4-planet conjunction in Pisces. So you, when it comes to career, fame, your reputation, public recognition, honors, achievements, social status, leadership, all 10th house activity, even if you're retired or not working, whatever you're exerting your energy into that you want to be known for, buckle up. Buckle up. This is going to be big. Now, also don't forget, Jupiter went direct. Jupiter's in your sign. You're going to start feeling a lot of those blessings from Jupiter from this point forward. All right, let's get started. I'm just going to... Here's the thing. This is such a loaded month. Let me just break down. So let's start with March 1st, okay? Venus is going retrograde in Aries at 11 degrees. And I'm just going to let you know now, this is not typical for a Venus retrograde, because what she's going to do on March 27th, she's going to move back to Pisces, retrograde in Pisces, then go direct April 12th in Pisces, which will be until April 30th, then move back to Aries, April 30th to June 5th. So Venus will be flip-flopping between only 2 signs for the next 5 months. Whatever that is, like, that's huge. So a lot of y'all are definitely going to be reassessing not only relationships and things that you value and things that you desire for quite some time, but also career and friendships. So keep that in mind, okay? Venus retrograde is kind of like the Bachelorette right now, going back between two suitors. And Venus retrograde, she's in her weakest state. So we'll talk about it later. But you know, if you're single, by the way, not a great time to, you know, start a relationship. If you're in a relationship, you may just reassess things, especially career related. Okay. I would encourage you to avoid like, you know, cosmetic surgery or things like that because Venus represents beauty. She's in her weakened state. I did a Venus retrograde video. I'll leave the link in the description box or at the end if you want to know more, okay? Because there's a lot to Venus retrograde. Now, you see on March 2nd, Mercury will conjunct Neptune in Pisces, 29 degrees. Mercury has a megaphone at this point. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're communicating, whatever you're writing, there's going to be this element of like emotion, like emotionally moving, compassion. It's all about the arts. We're talking about Neptune here, intuition, spirituality. Mercury is storytelling. You would know this. You're the storytellers, you're the Geminis, you're the speakers, you're the communicators. Neptune is in Pisces, which is like a fairy tale. And so remember, A, keep a foot on the ground. But B, you can use this. This is big. I mean, literally, you can write a fairy tale. You can, I mean, Neptune is fantasy. Write a fantasy novel. I mean, you can absolutely use this. We'll talk about more in your weekly forecast. Monday, March 3rd, Mercury moves into Aries. Now, Mercury's going to be doing the same exact thing that Venus is doing because Mercury will retrograde March 14th, okay? Then go direct April 7th in Pisces for about a week, then go back to Aries April 15th, and we'll be there until May 10th. What? I know, right? It's kind of big. But anyway, we'll talk about, again, in your weekly starting next week, we'll talk more about this. All right. But just know that Mercury and Aries, that's your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Mercury in Aries is speaking boldly with conviction, being very quick thinking. It's confidence. It's being direct. It's knowing what you want. Aries is the I am of the zodiac. Aries is ruled by the ram. The ram. It's the ruler. The Mars is his ruling planet, the warrior god. So when I say you knowing what you want, you're going to be very confident here. Okay, it's like going through a drive-through. Okay, at Chick-fil-A, you're going to be like, I want meal 2, 3, large fries on that one, iced tea small. I want the ice cream. Boom, boom, done and done. No dilly-dally. This is how you're going to be. Okay, for when Mercury's in Aries. And Mercury to Aries is very enterprising. It's just, there's this great enthusiasm. The only thing I'm going to warn you about is that it's bold. So just be very mindful of being over aggressive in communication. Okay. Now, Friday, March 7th, we've got the Sun trine Mars. Remember, Mars is no longer retrograde. This is absolutely amazing for you because Mars has been in Cancer and is still, but no longer retrograde, but your second house of money and income, finances. Here comes some movement. And that area of your life, if you're not here for money, this is your self-worth, self-value, things that you value. So there's going to be a lot of things within your physical world too, because it's material possessions. You got Venus retrograde. There's just so much. But this is life force energy. We're talking about Mars and the Sun. This is courage. It's resilience. It's getting the job done. This is having physical drive and stamina. Be physical. Go for power walks, right? Go swimming. Do some gardening. You're going to feel this all month long. You're going to start feeling the energies of this. It could also be very emotionally moving being in 2 water signs. This is big. Now, March 12th, we have the Sun conjunct Saturn. This only happens once a year. I've told you about Saturn, what he's doing for you. We're coming out of Mercury conjunct Saturn, Venus conjunct Saturn, Mars trine Saturn. Now you have the Sun. This is a big deal. This is all happening in your 10th house of career, Gemini. You have no idea this is such a big deal. All right, this is having more structure. He's building that bridge. This is you becoming more of an authority. All right, and this is you wanting to work hard. This is you there with this kind of aspect. There's something here about achievements and accolades and proving your worth and validation from bosses, authorities. You're definitely likely starting something new. Saturn is, asking you to take on responsibilities. You're like, give me this is how much you want to prove yourself. This is amazing. Okay. You're going to love this. Now, from this moment forward, things are about to get spicy. We not only have the Sun conjunct Saturn, we have the Sun conjunct Saturn, conjunct the North Node, conjunct Neptune and Pisces, all in your 10th house until March 20th. And at the same time, we have Venus conjuncting Mercury, both retrograde in Aries for a few weeks. Now, this is all happening right at the time of the total full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo at 24 degrees. This is big. This is big. March 13th, 14th, depending on where you live. All right. Now, here's the thing. This is going to happen around midnight Eastern Standard Time, my time. That's New York City time. It's going to reach the peak maximum 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It ends at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you see how it's like truly like right on the cusp of the 13th and the 14th. So we are now kicking off the eclipses. Pisces, Virgo. Remember the nodal shift that we had in January. Now, eclipse cycles, the nodes, right, occur every 19 years. And so think about what happened for you 2006 to 2008, because these eclipses repeat at nearly the exact degree. Okay. And so there's definitely some change, big monumental change. This is in your 4th house of home, parents, children, family, significant other, real estate. A lot of y'all can be moving, all right? Maybe even thinking about moving, or maybe, I don't know, opening up an Airbnb, whatever it is. There's something here, okay? There's something here. Now, the one thing I'm making clear for every sign is that sometimes with eclipses, they may not be about you. They may not be about you, okay? So always see how things unfold, because an eclipse is 10 times the power of a normal full moon. And remember, they're emotional. Things are illuminated. There's changes, there's turning points, and there's endings. Okay? So, with that said, when I said it may not be you, it could be just like maybe there is a tiny conversation that you had this day. Okay? And that conversation snowballs into something big over the next few weeks. It turns bigger over the next few months. And then, boom, in 6 months, you're like, whoa, we're going to move into this huge mansion, or whoa, my parents bought me this huge house. Like, do you see how this works? Okay. So I just want that to be clear. Some people will feel the eclipse right on the date. Some may not. Okay. But just know there is a butterfly effect, a ripple effect that's very possible as well. All right. So eclipses are your evolution. They're your awakening. They're your frequency. Eclipses put you on the path that you need to be on. They bring truth to light. Therefore, eclipses, when I say they're game changers, they can eclipse things from your life, things that are not working. Okay. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of weight with a lunar eclipse. This one's going to be, it's conjuncting the South Node in Virgo. And your 4th house, the foundations of your life. Okay. It's also going to be trining Pluto and Uranus. It's basically something's got to go. Something's got to go. Eclipses are game changers. Lunar eclipse, therefore emotional. And for this one, again, just be prepared. Okay. Because this is an eclipse. So it's not like you can manifest again, they just do what they do. Now, you can still put your energy toward what you're seeking, right? Now, here's the other thing. It's okay, because it's the first one in Virgo, I just want to cue up Bruno Mars. All right. You are beautiful just the way you are, Gemini. And don't forget that, okay? Because this is such an emotional eclipse that's in Virgo. This is getting rid of any perfectionist energy, right? Or being hypercritical or self-critical or being really hard on yourself for not being perfect. So we want to let all that go now. This is your portal to let all of that go, okay? Again, it's going to be an emotional eclipse. Now, remember, I even said in your 2025 forecast, it's a healing path, right? The North Node in Pisces and Virgo, okay? And Virgo is selfless energy. It's service to others. Like, see what plays out here. Now, here's the thing. Gemini, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising, your moon, or even for your husband, your children, whoever it is, all the mutable signs, that includes you, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, will feel this the most, all right? This eclipse, as well as Cancer, because the moon rules Cancer. And if your birthday's around this eclipse, you know you're going to have change. Lastly, if you have any planets or the moon in Virgo between 22, 26 degrees, 27, okay, like I do, you're going to feel this. Now, the other thing is, remember, the sun is literally conjuncting Saturn in Pisces, so more mutable energy there too. I mean, there's a lot happening here, okay? So just keep that in mind. A lot of big career stuff happening for you, Gemini, but also it's like you're being tugged in that direction. Things are going really well. There's so much happening, but then this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be pulling you in a different direction and saying, like, listen, we got to put this to bed. We got to just end it. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. And, you know, the sun is actually going to be sextile Uranus, which is great around this time. So I'm going to throw earth signs in here. All right. So Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, obviously, but Taurus and Capricorn will definitely feel this too. Now, Mercury will retrograde March 14th. Okay. So the same time that the sun will sextile Uranus, again, that's just breakthroughs. That's surprises. It's happening at the same time as the lunar eclipse. So you have this big potential for breakthrough. All right. Now, Mercury retrogrades as well. And we all know Mercury retrograde. We'll talk about your weekly forecasts. You've gone through so many of them. I don't have to, but again, just expect delays, miscommunication, things like that. Okay. Especially with friendships. All right. It's in your 11th house. Now, the next big thing is Thursday, March 20th, we officially enter Aries season. So here's the equinox. Look at my last live stream. I talk about the equinox and why it is the astrological, why we start off the year in March. Okay. So happy spring as well. And I'll leave that at the end of the video. Happy spring, happy fall if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. But I'm going to tell you something right now. We've got Venus, Mercury, and now the sun in Aries. Therefore, we have a stellium in Aries, right? Building up to Neptune moving to Aries. The sun is exalted in Aries, meaning it does its best here, all right? So for the next 4 weeks, Aries represents, again, Gemini for you, your 11th house, your hopes, your wishes, your future dreams, as well as your social network, networking, community, groups, your friendships, yeah? Social media as well. Aries is the I am of the zodiac. Remember, it's the ram, all right? So this is all about you and what you want. Everything that I just mentioned, all right? So you're definitely going to be making adjustments. You're going to feel everything is changing. All outer planets going to this is big. Mm-hmm. Now, at this point, Gemini, are you having fun? This is fun, right? Now you have Saturn, Neptune, and the North Node still conjuncting in Pisces with the Sun, Mercury, and Venus conjuncting in Aries, okay? Until March 27th. So again, this is overlapping for you: career, fame, reputation, friendships, networking, and your future hopes and wishes and dreams. Mash that all together because these planets are going over the 0 degree point. I don't even know what to say. Like, I can't, like, this is one of the craziest months I've seen. Now, let me tell you something else. Saturday, March 22nd, we have the Sun conjunct Venus in your 11th house. This happens once a year. Please, please plan something for this. It's Venus. So plan something really romantic. This is a gift from the universe. If not romantic, put wheels in motion in terms of creative projects, something with friendships, something with your hopes, your wishes. Like, there's something big here for you. Remember, Aries is very entrepreneurial, yeah, enterprising. Okay, so that's there for you too. I mean, remember, Mercury's retrograde though, but you can still plan and think and whatnot. The other thing, and then we do have all these wonderful Pluto sextiles. Oh my goodness, there's Mercury sextile Pluto. That's going to happen a couple times this year, but that's really great for you, by the way. And we'll talk about that later. But the other thing is Thursday, March 27th. Okay, so Venus will conjunct Neptune, which is not on the whiteboard. We'll talk about this when I break it down week by week. I don't even know if I said that if you're new to my channel. Giving you your astrological overview, then I do your spread, and then I break it down week by week. I pull more cards and tell you like aspects to look out for. But okay, so March 27th, Venus is now going to re-enter Pisces, still retrograde, but at 29 degrees. You see all these aspects, all these planets at the 29-degree point, the critical degree. This is now, things are getting spicier here. March 27th, this one's for the books. You've got Venus conjuncting Neptune, conjuncting Saturn, conjuncting the North Node, conjuncting the Moon, while the Sun is conjuncting Mercury. That's a 7-planet conjunction, because remember, they're all within 24 to 7 degrees here. I mean, this is big. And so it's one big junction. 7 planets at the end of March, overlapping the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. And that's happening Saturday, March 29th. That's at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time. This is the last Aries eclipse. Remember, we're concluding the Aries Libra axis from last year. Hugely enterprising. This is your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Gemini, your life is changing, okay? Remember, here's the thing. Any solar eclipse in Aries is going to be strong. It's going to be bold. It can be a breakthrough in itself. Again, it's the ram. Aries is the ram. Your lives are going to change big time. I mean, we're talking winds of change here, like really, really big. Jupiter and Pluto, by the way, really great alignment here. But here's the thing. Cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, are going to feel this eclipse the most, as well as fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, obviously, and Leo, especially Leo, actually, over Sagittarius, because the sun is a ruler of Leo. Anyway, here's the other thing. If you have any planets or the moon in Aries in your birth chart, 7 to 11 degrees, you can even give it a little bit of a wider orb, okay? You're going to have change. You're going to have change. And if you are a cross watcher, if you are, Gemini rising and, you're in Aries and this is your birthday, you are going to have the biggest change of your life. It's big, okay? Now, same day, Mercury moves back into Pisces, therefore conjuncting Neptune again at 29 degrees. At this point, you got Mercury, Venus, Neptune, Saturn, North Node, all conjunct in Pisces until April 15th. Again, this is that big focus on career and fame for you. And then on the 30th, March 30th, it's a Sunday, Neptune officially moves into Aries. Like WTF. So, do you see how much like this, what a month. Neptune in Aries, I can't even. Again, that is your 11th house of your hopes, wishes, dreams, your social network, groups you belong to, but this is Aries. So, Gemini, we'll talk about Neptune moving into Aries more in April because it's happening at the end of the month, but just get ready. Get ready. You're about to become a big leader, really big leader. You're going to be the Regina George of your social group, too. I'm joking. Who's like, I don't know. You're going to be the Daphne of your Scooby Doo troop. But Neptune and Aries, just think spiritual warrior, compassionate leader, okay? Visionary leader, very much about media and the arts as well. And then Chiron will conjunct the moon in Aries that day too. I can't. Let's start. Gemini, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you. March 2025 for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Okay. Yep. Gemini, I do a traditional call to cross. How are y'all doing? You doing all right? All right. So I do a traditional call to cross spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. All right. Secondly, Gemini, you know I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. This I like. And this is nothing. You wait until we get to April. That's okay. Let's just get started. You got March. Yeah. As you can see, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good, and you got new things happening. And I want you to know there may be some of y'all, a lot of y'all actually, where you're gonna be like, you know what? No more. I've gone through enough. It's all about me. Remember, that's Aries energy. You're gonna feel that. Let's get started. You got the King of Pentacles. Great. You are moving into March feeling very comfortable, feeling, this sense of wealth. He is a big, he is the richest king. He holds that golden scepter that creates all this abundance and richness in his life. He's got this huge castle, but he's also a big protector. He's a big provider. Okay. And so I like that. I like that for you because there's a sense of you having that sense of authority. This is what wealth feels like in my life, okay? And it doesn't have to do with money. Wealth comes in a lot of different forms. It can be even spiritual wealth. You get what I'm saying. This is what I've created. This is what I have. This is what's moving me forward. And I'm definitely taking special care of people within my world and orbit too. But you're going to feel really good moving into March. Remember, you've got that new moon at the end of February in your 10th house of career. A lot of y'all are having different changes in career. And a lot of y'all is going to bring you to this moment. Okay. And Mars is now direct. You're going to have a lot bigger handle on money. You can even see him hand over the pentacle, owning his wealth, owning his money. You're good. Okay. Now, the other 10 of Wands and the heart of your spread. There you go. I want you to really go with the flow, with the direction eclipses take you this month. All right. You've got so much career. You have so much. You're in the spotlight, basically, with the fact that you've got a 4 to 6 planet conjunction in Pisces all month, and your reputation, right? How people perceive you. But then also you've got the 2 to 3 planet conjunction pretty much all month in Aries with a new moon solar eclipse in Aries in your 11th house, which is all about the people in your life. So this is saying, let's work with that energy and not distract ourselves. And for a lot of y'all, jobs are ending. You're moving into new territory. And it even can be something that you're really passionate about. Again, if you're not here for career, but really 10 being the end, 1 0 equals 1. Just make sure of 2 things. If you feel that there's a lot happening, because March is a loaded month, you could be carrying on a lot Because remember, Saturn and his 5 conjunctions or whatever this month in your 10th house of career, it could be a lot. So prioritize your health, always, mental health. This can be burnout energy, and you don't want that, all right? But it's almost like a lot of y'all are excited to get to the finish line of something here. I'll even clarify that 10 of Wands. But yeah, see, you got that 8 of Swords. Now, what I was going to say is you have death in your challenge area. Death is all about change. It's all about transformation. It's all about death and rebirth, right? It's attributed to Scorpio, all right? And so there's something here where you may be resisting some change. And I don't want you to do that, okay? I'll do one more here. Yeah. If you can, I want to show you something here. He's carrying so many wands. He literally cannot see where he's going. Yeah. She's blindfolded. She literally cannot see. And so these two are doing things to avoid the things that they actually have to deal with. They are avoiding, being honest with themselves about certain situations that are happening within the world as well. If you don't do that, you're going to be fine. You're cashing in your karma points, but it seems like that may be part of your path this week is your karmic journey is going to be really activated. Okay. Remember the the nodes is a big thing, but you've got justice, which is amazing. I mean, that's all about that wisdom that you're bringing into your life. You're becoming wiser through the experiences you have, but again, you have to face them. Okay. There's something that is freeing here, but you've got to take that action. I would say drop a wand or two. You can do that. Okay. It's also the end. So you're moving into the beginning. Her feet are free. She can walk out anytime she wants. So you're going to be fine with the justice clarifying it, but with the death card in your challenge area, please don't resist the changes that are going to be happening because they're happening for a reason. All right. It is eclipse month. There's a lot of retrogrades and there's a lot of conjunctions. It's a wild month. All right. I'm going to show you one more thing. You see the king here, right? And the death card laying on the ground with its crown knocked off. He resisted change. The bishop, the young child, they're embracing it. They're like, let's do it. He resists. So do not resist change. All right. Change is the only constant in this world, and you cash in your karma points. I told you that's happening with Saturn anyway. And not a lot of people know. So justice is attributed to Libra. Not a lot of people know that Saturn is exalted in Libra. Okay. Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. Its exaltation is in Libra. So there could be something here with partnerships too, by the way. All right. So actually, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's something here. Okay. And it can be work for a lot of y'all. But just anyway, you come out on top as long as you face your truth. Right? That's what the judge wants to hear anyway. King of Swords in your crown. There you go. I mean, you're going to be in your element with that King of Swords. In fact, if you're a cross watcher, the King of Swords has come out a lot. A lot. What I love about the King of Swords for you is that the King of Swords came up in your crown, and the King of Swords is Aquarius, okay? All kings are fixed. Swords are air. Aquarius is a fixed air sign. Now, remember, Aquarius rules your 9th house, okay? So that's your perspective, how you see things. It's higher mind. It's even like higher education, things like that. But anyway, King of Swords, great. Have the conversations you need to have. Be an authority. Be an authority. You have 2 kings here, okay? Be an authority. Be the authority you are. You are the communicators, right? Swords, communication, thinking, logic. Think things through, yeah? Page of Pentacles, root of your spread. I told you, you're going to have something. A lot of you are getting new jobs. Or starting your own company, starting a side hustle, doing a side gig, getting promoted, things like that. You see it here. Like I said, Mars is direct. A lot of action happening now in your 2nd house of income, salary, finances. Page of Pentacles is great. There's something rooting up in your life, something that has to do with finances or your physical world, something that you're moving the needle on. Like it's great because you have the Three of Wands in your future. Three of Wands is all about, like I call it the green light card. Like go forth, go do your thing, go explore. This card is actually attributed to Sun in Aries. We have the Sun in Aries this month in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Now, he is leaving his village to go see what's out there, right? He wants to go mingle. He wants to go meet people. He wants to, share a bag of Doritos with the people at the church, whatever it is, whatever you want. But this is saying the sky is the limit. Go explore because it's you on your journey, self-discovery as well. It is a 3, 2, 1, 2 equals new reality. Something new is happening. Let's get to your stuff. Gemini, y'all, come on. Y'all are amazing. What was I going to say? Oh, did I tell you that I'm a Gemini rising? I think a lot of y'all know. And my Jupiter's in Gemini. That's the other thing. Remember, I said Jupiter's direct now. And so Jupiter will have, a couple aspects in March. Nothing like crazy. But with the moon, the moon transits, yes. All right. And that's, we'll do that in the second spread. But what I was going to say is that if you have Jupiter in your chart in Gemini, look at the degree, okay? Look at the degree. Jupiter's 17 degrees this month. It's something like that. Anyway, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. I want to hear it from y'all, okay? And I appreciate all that. And listen, I love y'all. Geminis, okay. I don't think I've ever put on lip balm for a sign. You're good. You're good. Okay? Are you getting deja vu? I'm getting deja vu. Did you see your last week's reading for the last 2 weeks of February? This is big. First, you got the Magician. So, yeah. Is something new happening? Absolutely. Do you want it? 1000%. The Magician is a card of action. So take that action. All right. Those inspired actions, because the Magician kicking off the Fool's Journey, card 1, who has the power to manifest whatever he wants, as above, so below. We all know that, right? There you go. Even the infinity symbol over his head. He's got the Ouroboros in his belt, the unity of all things change. He's got the power. He's got all 4 elements of tools of tarot at his disposal. Look, the Cups, the Pentacles, Swords, and Wands. Anything you want, you can have it. Take that action, but Magician is all about belief. You got to believe in yourself. Now, the Empress. Hello. Amazing. I love it. In your external factors area, it looks like there's something that's happening within your world that is going to be really special this month. And because you are so, public facing this month, with a lot of other people involved in your life this month, there really could be someone that's opening up doors for you as well. The Empress is amazing. This is the Empress. This is passion. This is everything. It's the super conscious. It's love. It's you. It's sensuality. It's even sexuality. It's motherhood as well. There's so much here. There's so much here with the Empress, but the same thing, right? Endless. And there's anything you can create. Remember what I said about 3. 3 is a vibration of the Empress, card 3. She's pregnant, like I said, right? She also has a symbol of Venus here. So all those Venusian energies, relationships, money, creativity, but birth of new things happening in your life. So it seems like someone's going to be pivotal in that. But you got these 2 3s next to each other. I'm going to point out one other thing for you. You got the only 2 cards in all of tarot where they hold the golden scepter that creates this abundance and richness and luxuries and all of that. You're good. Please spend time in nature. You see, both of them are like he's not in his castle for a reason. So please spend time in nature, connect to the earth. We're talking about Mother Earth here. Okay, so you're good. You got the Page of Cups. Yeah, you want something new. It's clear, clear, clear. Temperance in your final outcome. Amazing. Okay, you got an archangel saying, hey, you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. Don't stress over anything. Don't worry over anything. The Eight of Swords, we do call it like the self-victim card. Like she put herself there. No one put her there. She put herself there because she didn't want to. She was like, scared of changes and things like that. You're going to be fine. You have Archangel Michael saying you're going to be good. Everyone's on a path. You're going to get there. Practice patience, moderation. Okay. You even see foot in the water, foot in the land, right? It's almost like connecting what's, real with what's possible, but at your own pace. Okay. Also mix things up is something that's coming through. And actually, you know what? There may be something really big with partnerships and relationships, FYI. You got that Sagittarius card. Temperance is Sagittarius as well. Sagittarius, your opposite sign. Okay, so partnerships and relationships. It can be love. It can be career. It can be a one-on-one commitment. It can be like a best friend. It can be legal matters with justice in the heart of your spread as well. But you're good to go on this new journey. I mean, you want it. You're gonna have it. You're good. You're good. Let's break it down. Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you every week. The first week of March, Venus goes retrograde, as you know. Mercury's moving into Aries, as you know. There's a lot happening the first week. We do have a Mercury Pluto sextile that, oh my gosh, I love. And it's we'll have it a couple more times. But the sun trining Mars is really big for you because that's really great for like finances. Like I said earlier, income, salary. This is a wonderful aspect. And then happy daylight savings on Sunday, the 9th. So let's see what's going on for you for the first week of March. So when I say partnerships and relationships, maybe a thing here. Okay. So for a lot of y'all, it's going to be likely something like existing partnership or relationship. There may be some decision here that you're going to make. Or it could even be you moving into one. But let me remind you, Venus is going to be retrograde. So don't get married or whatever. During Venus retrograde, you can date and things like that. You just pulled your own card. The Lovers is attributed to Gemini. This is saying you've got all this love and there's this depth to this love. And you see the sun. Okay? You're good. All right? So that sun, that's optimism. That's, even a lot of abundance with the King of Pentacles, the Empress, and then Temperance as well. But because you see the sun in the shape of the crown back here. Anyway, what I was going to say about the Lovers is that there is something here where it does feel like there are like forces working all these things in your favor for this month, but I still want you to take the action you need to and be inspired and trust your intuition. You've got 2 archangels here. Okay. Now, second week, and that's Raphael. Second week, all right, yeah, we got the, Sun conjunct Saturn. We've got like the week-long, 4-planet conjunction in Pisces. And we have the total total full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo, which again may be pretty big for you. And then Mercury goes retrograde. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you, Gemini, for the second week of March. Oh, look at you. Remember what I said. You've got it. There's some things you're going to have to face. There's things that's going to be illuminated with this full moon lunar eclipse. 10, 20, 100 times the power of a normal full moon. And this card just happens to be attributed to moon in Aquarius. It's an Aquarius card, but even still, this is saying be honest with yourself, okay? And don't take any shortcuts and don't do anything where it's like, oh, like, it's like, I probably shouldn't be doing this because this is what happens. 7, 8, right? So this is saying be honest with yourself, especially for any circumstances that you're in that it's like, this isn't right, or this doesn't feel right to my intuition. You've got to face that. You can't just ignore it, right? Like bypassing it. Okay? That's being honest with yourself. I'll even clarify that 7 of Swords for you. Because it could be yeah, you're good. You're fine. What I was going to say is that it could be someone else, right? That's being deceptive and, dishonest, lying, cheating, stealing, all associated with the 7 of Swords. And that is something that could just have a big impact on you if you're like, I know this, but I'm just letting it. You got the Wheel of Fortune. So again, look at your last week's reading. But anyway, Wheel of Fortune, you're good. There's whatever's happening here. Because the 7 of Swords, let's say someone is lying to you about something, okay? If you don't confront that, that's just going to consume you. That goes into your subconscious. So that's what I'm saying. Like, let's confront anything that we have to confront. And being honest with yourself about anything as well, because that brings this fated moment, this Wheel of Fortune. As you know, it's card 10, 1-0 equals new beginning, right? It's this fated new path. It's attributed to Jupiter, the planet of luck and good fortune, expansion, abundance. That's in your sign, okay? Your life is truly changing with this lunar eclipse. It really is. There's so okay. Let's keep going. Gemini, the 3rd week. Happy St. Patrick's Day on Monday, March 17th. We officially move into Aries season, March 20th, as you know. And at this point, we have that 3-planet conjunction, and there's a lot happening, okay? But we do hit the equinox, which I will talk more of. Actually, in my live stream, I did, okay? But yeah, so look at the March astrology overview. And then you have the Sun conjunct Venus, March 22nd. There's so much happening here. And again, of course, there's a lot more aspects that I haven't even brought up, but we'll obviously cover those in your weekly forecast to come. Let's see what's going on for you for your 3rd week of March. You got the 4 cups. Okay. As the 3rd week. So there's something here where it's like, let's raise our gratitude. Raise your gratitude and appreciate the things that you have in your life. There may be something here with the 3rd week as we do move into Aries season. There's just so much energy. It's a lot. The 4 cups that's showing up, there may be something here where it's not only raising your gratitude. This card is associated with like boredom and apathy. Like, what's going to fill your cup? What's going to make you happy? You have the Hand of Spirit here offering you a 4th cup. The Hand of Spirit only appears in the aces other than this card. Therefore, this is a significant card. Okay? It's being grateful for everything that you have in your life. And it's having that gratitude. If there's something that you're just like, right? You've got to do something about it and not just sit there crossing off your heart. Okay? And it's all about the mind too, right? It's shifting your mind. It's, if there's any pessimistic thinking, it's raising your frequency. That's this card. All right? So with that 4 cups, be grateful for the things that you have. All right? Because again, there can be a little bit of resistance to some change that you want. I'll even clarify that. I'll clarify that 4 cups. You got the Chariot. That's really funny. So now this is now truly telling me it may have to do with money. Okay? Because you've got Moon in Cancer, Cancer card, the Chariot attributed to Cancer. Yep. Cancer is, it's your 2nd house. Salary, income, finances. But if you're not here for any of that, it's self-worth and it's self-value. things that you value, right? You're going to be reassessing a lot of that with Venus retrograde, but have that moment, okay? Have that moment to reassess third week and get moving. The Chariot is bold. He knows what he wants. He's going for it. He's not turning back. All right. This is high energy here. This is there may be something there. And with self-worth, self-value, feeling that confidence. All right. So the last week of March, I'm just going to skip through all those until we know that Venus is moving back into Pisces. We have the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. Mercury's moving back into Pisces. I mean, it's just crazy. And then we have that 5-planet conjunction in Pisces. So again, a lot of career stuff happening for y'all. And then Neptune moves into Aries on the 30th. Let's see what's going on for you with this big week, the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, last week of March. So if you practice that patience, and if you have that gratitude, and you work with these energies, adjust with these energies, you get rewarded. You get rewarded. It looks like a lot of y'all are definitely getting something new here. All right. Ace of Wands, as you know, is like a new beginning, new opportunity. Very much work related. It's Wands, career, enterprise, but again, your passions, even creativity, something like a creative project, you're good. And by the way, there may be there may be a baby on the way. Yeah, it could be like a grandkid too. Anyway, you're like Gemini, you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. You got a new path open up for you. Be happy with things that are happening, but just please trust your intuition with the 2 retrogrades, with all these powerful conjunctions, and with the fact it's eclipse season. I told you this month is going to be bonkers. You're going to be fine as long as you be honest with yourself about certain things. But you're going to be good. Like there's magic happening in your spread. You got 2 archangels. You got the Wheel of Fortune with the Empress, with the Magician, with a chair. With your own card, the Lovers. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. And yes, the second deck. We're gonna look at career. We're gonna look at love. We're gonna look at health. We're gonna look at money. We're gonna look at a couple things here. Okay. So tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Gemini. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what is going on. This is going to be a big month. And we're getting, we're like 2 months away from your birthday. Like, anyway, you'll feel Jupiter. Okay. And then next week, we'll go deeper in the aspects. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Gemini, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.